Dear friends, peace is one of humanity's most precious needs. It is also the UN's highest calling. It defines our mission, it drives our discourse, and it draws together all of our worldwide work from peacekeeping and preventive diplomacy to promoting human rights and development. This work for peace is vital, but it is not easy. Indeed, in countless communities around the world, peace remains an elusive goal. From the displaced person camps of Chad and Darfur to the byways of Baghdad, the quest for peace is strewn with setbacks and suffering. September 21st, the International Day of Peace, is an occasion to take stock of our efforts to promote peace and well-being for all people everywhere. It is an opportunity to appreciate what we have already accomplished and to dedicate ourselves to all that remains to be done. It is also meant to be a day of global ceasefire, a 24-hour respite from the fear and insecurity that plague so many places. Today, I urge all countries and all combatants to honor this cessation of hostilities, and I ask people everywhere to observe a minute of silence at 12 noon local time. As the guns fall silent, we should use this opportunity to ponder the price we all paid due to conflict. And we should resolve to vigorously pursue ways to make permanent this day's pause. On this International Day, let us promise to make peace not just a priority, but a passion. Let us pledge to do more, wherever we are, in whatever way we can, to make every day a day of peace. Thank you.
If human beings could learn to live for 24 hours with all forms of communication, media, the way we communicate with each other, the images and sounds just of peace, and in all of its dynamic, diverse ways, that might be enough for humanity to realize that peace is not only possible, but it actually already exists in some small way on the planet. When I was in the diplomatic service, I worked with different diplomats in different countries, sort of planting the seed about this World Peace Day. And then it was formally established in 1981 by a unanimous resolution by the United Nations and first observed in 1982. And I was one of many people that helped to work toward that resolution. It's been a part of my life's work to help what is now known as the International Day of Peace get established, and to make certain that on that day we established something in Pathways to Peace called the Peace Wave, which is on that day at noon in every time zone, a minute of silence of peace is taken. One of the media broadcasters on that day broadcast the silence, the first time silence has ever been broadcast by national television, and it was called The Silence That Was Heard Around the World.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to.
The International Day of Peace was proclaimed 3 years ago by a unanimous vote of the United Nations General Assembly. The minute of silence that we're observing today coincides with the moment of silence traditionally observed by all member nations of the United Nations as they convene to begin their year's work.
experience what's happening inside of you and begin to ask yourself inside if in fact you are willing to really commit yourself to creating peace.
That's all I'm asking from you.
Outside the Olympic Games, this is the largest team meeting that I've ever attended. And I call this a team meeting because if you do choose to join, you are joining a team. And I'm not talking about a regional team or a national team. I'm talking about an international team. The International Team for Peace. All of the team members, as team members should, have a common goal. And as team members, we face the greatest challenge that any team has ever faced.
Understand, I speak these truths through pure observation. While fear and melancholy spread global from nation to nation. From hunger to pollution to dissension in the ranks. To soldiers and rifles and bombs and tanks. The endless waltz goes on and it's only composed of 3 beats. War, peace, and revolution. And quickly the positive aspects I'm losing. And I say God bless, because we're running out of the time that we do have left. So stand your ground, raise your arms, and clear your heart of all sorrow. The people lead, the governments have no choice but to follow. September 21st, the International Day of Peace, global ceasefire.
Global warfare, genocide, problems we face.
Without the youth being conscious of the Day of Peace, it's going to end as soon as that generation takes over. Whereas if they're ready and that's a part of their program, then as soon as the youth of today are the leading generation of the world, that'll already be the status quo.
That we can end violence if for only one day. Get your peoples on board, get the place where you stay. Motivate cities and towns and spill over.
I want to just basically pass inspiration on, because I see so many people who are at a loss for inspiration, and I think that's the main thing. It's creating this like almost a wall between peace and unrest.
All the different people from all the different groups come together as one.
Being creative validates one's cause, like creating something that is unique to yourself and that you're the person responsible for really does, you know, bolster your confidence in yourself and gives other people something to be involved with and believe in.
I think that once somebody has inspiration, they'll find inspiration within themselves to carry out the action that they want to carry out. And that doesn't even have to be in a creative way. It can be, you know, signing a petition for your town to do something peaceful on the Day of Peace.
It doesn't mean just one day. It means everyone's getting together, but it's bringing peace throughout the whole year.
Make sure the kids from all over the country have their ability to put their voice in, be heard, and feel like they're part of this event.
And maybe one might could be swayed, so I say someday, if we don't stray from our ways, we will all die, probably by the guns and the blade. Let's sell our hearts, our minds, and our souls will be saved. September 21st, peace one day.
International Day of Peace.
We can all make a difference with the little we do. Let's sell our hearts, our minds, and our souls will be saved. September 21st, peace one day.
I think if enough people come together and a culture is brought to that moment, then enough people can have the power and make themselves feel empowered to have their voice heard.